So for running, Spark jobs at scale, I would say EMR on EC2 is a good choice. Then Glue. Again, I don't want to go too much into that, but if you're running a lot of jobs at scale, EMR EC2 will offer you a better price in terms of running those Spark jobs. Then when you're submitting the jobs, Navneet, what I've seen is those jar files, right? Again, I'm talking about an enterprise scale where you're doing like 100,000 plus jobs, right? So instead of using jars from S3, what would happen is if you use jar and then the S3 path, it will download and then it would upload to the HDFS, and that there is a time to that, right? That adds to the job start time at scale I'm talking about. So versus what you want to do is you want to bootstrap that. So versus, for example, have those jar copied on each particular node and then use the word local colon and the jar path. That way, instead of every time uploading that jar to the HDFS, it will just use from that directory instead. So that would speed up your job
execution time.
Yes. Few again pro tips again from experience and working on Iceberg from a long time. When you're doing merges, right, and this is a very common that customers will do that, right? Number one, see how you can pass your push down filters, right? Go to your Spark UI and see what kind of push down predicates are happening. If they are not happening, then provide a predicate. A very good example, Navneet, right? Let's say merging some data and for the year, let's say it's 2025, right? So explicitly you can add a column like where on the on condition and say where year is equal to 2025, and you will be surprised, Navneet, on the Spark UI you'll see that the filtering and the push down would be much more efficient. Versus if you don't provide that, it will basically scan everything, right? So having that insight would help customers to like have things done much more efficiently, right? What else I can offer? Another pro tip I can offer, Navneet, if you are doing some like heavy joining, right, using SPJ join would help in Spark. So meaning if your source, if your both the tables are partitioned by the same partition key, very good example, right? Let's say you have both the tables partitioned by, let's say, a state as an example, right? So if you were to do join between those two tables and if you use SPJ join, that join is much more faster. That's also a pro tip that I'm giving you from experience at scale. Another pro tip, Navneet, by default, when you do merges in Iceberg, it uses, I believe, sort merge join. So what that basically in simple word means, your data is sorted across your both of them, and then it's merged, and then again it's returned into the target. So as an example, Navneet, if you were to go to the SHJ, which is shuffle hash join, that sorting is eliminated and your merges will be very faster for large tables. So again, these are like very finer details which will again help your viewers in general.